So I'm going to be answering a question from Zachary Set 3, where he asks, what does Inception say about our free will? And do we really have a free will? And do our interactions change our free will? The definition of free will is the power of acting without the constraint of necessity or fate, the ability to act at one's discretion. So, as suggested by philosopher John Locke, our mind is not a blank slate. So, everything said by teachers, the social media, family, advertisements, and politicians, they incept us, essentially. These ideals are implanted either genetically or environmentally. So we're born with some of our characteristics and our thought processes, obviously. But we're also impacted by our environment. So, and it's fair to suggest that um, if inception interferes with free will, no one is free. Um, so if we're constantly being, you know, affected and our development is changing, so our reality is changing, the more people we meet and the more things we go through, it's fair to say that our free will isn't exactly free. That if each of those affect us and the way we think, we might make different choices because of them. So to be free in making decisions is to have the option to have done otherwise. So it's not necessarily the fact that um, you choose this or that. It's that you're choosing this even though you could have chosen something else. So a quote from the movie made by Dom Combe is the seed that we plant in this man's mind will grow into an idea. This idea will define him. It may come to change, well, it may come to change everything about him. So we are impacted by each interaction, but it does not necessarily have to impact our free will if we are able to decipher from our wants and others and then proceed with what we favor. So, as he said, our interaction alone and this idea we planted in his head alone is going to change him, but it has the power to change everything about you. So, it's kind of how you interpret the things people say to you and the things they do upon you, because you have the decision then moving forward. What are you going to do with that information? Is it going to change who you are, what you believe in, or are you just going to, proceed on how you are having known this knowledge? So I think it could go either way, but interactions definitely change our free will, and I think to some degree we do, depending on who we are and what we choose.